at that front tire, it's almost melting.
So, good morning. We're on the way to a test track here in Switzerland because I got invited by Audi. You know, the Formula 1 Audi team is Swiss-based. So from what I heard today, we're going to see something really exclusive and exciting, and we're going to drive something really cool.
We're here, and here we have e-tron GT, and over here we have the beautiful new RS5 in a stunning red. I love the new Sedan. I mean, look at that rear end and that silhouette. I love it. Full RS5 lineup on this side and RS3 lineup on this side. It's a huge area over here where we can drive, drift and do whatever with this car. I'm so excited what the day brings. So we're getting now transferred over to the Audi F1 Experience Center, where we're gonna have a little exclusive tour. That's gonna be really exciting, but unfortunately no cameras allowed, as always. Look what we have here. Amazing long wheelbase Audi Sport Quattro. I mean, what a legend. Especially with a long wheelbase. I think this is probably one of the most iconic Audis. Truly something special. So you guys saw the presentation. We're going now into the factory, and here they build the monocoques, like the whole chassis of the car, which is going to be really exciting, but also very private and intimate. So I totally understand why we can't film. So yeah, we see each other after the tour. We're gonna have a tour for like, I think 2 hours roundabout, and then we have lunch. So see you later. So the tour is now over, and yeah, it was really interesting. And I think the key takeaway is that Formula 1 is peak motorsport. It's crazy how they develop everything in-house, how they have also the engineers and everybody is in-house, and the communication is so quick. To have a part developed, improved, and on the car, it takes around 6 weeks. That is really fast. The development, the upgrades during the season are also quite frequently and really important. They also told me, if you compare the first race of the year and go after the year to the same track and compare the car, you're way faster, because yeah, they increase everything throughout the season, the engine, the chassis, everything. That's really impressive. We're back now on the track, and we're gonna have lunch, and I mean, the lineup is insane over here. I mean, look at the options. They're specced with the red badges in the front, the carbon fiber, which you also have forged carbon fiber as an option, which I think is insane. But it looks really good. Have a look at this. I mean, here you have the usual carbon thing in forged carbon, regular badge with forged carbon mirror caps and doorstep, and also forged carbon diffuser. Really cool. And on the model on the other side, you have regular carbon mirror caps, side skirt, flaps in the front, and here you have the red badge, which is, I think, really cool. And in the back you have also regular carbon fiber rear.
To stabilize the car here, there will be one part where we do some drifting, and there will be a slalom here.
So the car for the day.
Hi guys, welcome to Laurie's vlog.
schon geil aus. Ja.
Sprich mir nicht mit dem Fahrprogramm Dynamic.
Still in dynamic. It's understeering quite a lot. But maybe we can manage it. It's alright, but you have to really get used to it. It's quite something different. So we're trying now a little bit faster this time. So that was also not bad. Yeah, you really have to steer a lot to get that thing around the corner, because understeering is a problem in this car. I have to say this, it's 2.5 tons, how can't it be, you know? But despite the weight, I think it handles pretty well, especially in the Sport RS mode. That was a pretty fun experience. It was really hard to steer that heavy car throughout this very limiting traction parkour. So yeah, we're switching now to the RS3. I'm not sure what we're doing right now. I think some stability tests. So let's start with this stability test and see how this will go. So let's give it another try. First try was quite good. That's alright. But I would love to drift that thing. It feels so good to have that thing sideways, because it's such a tiny car and I think it has so much potential. Yeah, it's easy. Oh! That was the water. So I talked now with the instructor and he says it's really such a cool car. He said it's really hard. Level 3 is almost too easy, level 4 is almost too difficult, because you really have to know in which direction it goes. Otherwise you will be too slow and you have to immediately go on the gas to push that thing out. Otherwise it's almost impossible to catch that car.
Könnt ihr euch ins Fahrzeug gewöhnen, könnt ihr vielleicht fahren. Wir fahren immer hintereinander.
Das ist gut.
Nein, genau, da wäre der Kurs, den wir fahren. Dynamic.
I can immediately tell the response is really good in the steering. I mean, look at that. So I'm trying to show you now what I mean by this amazing torque vector. This car doesn't have rear axis steering, and we're gonna This is what I mean by this car feels so light.
it shouldn't be that agile. It's so much fun to drive. And look at that front tire. It's almost melting. It's fighting for his life. So this car is mental. I can't tell you enough how insane it drives, especially on this little parkour over here. You can really test out the limits. As you can see on the lines on the floor, there are some markings of the tires. Parkour again. This guy is mentally ill, I think, or something. Insane how this weight can handle like this. I can't. I'm speechless. The only negative point I can tell is that it understeers sometimes, but I say this sometimes because when you're in Sport RS, the torque goes all the way to the rear and this turn into the corners, so you almost have no understeering. If you have some, you can really control the car even still really good, and yeah, have a really nice driving experience with this awesome new car.
Zu dem Zweck, wenn ihr mal drin seid, Komfort, ihr geht auf Torque Rear, dann müsst ihr bestätigen, nicht auf öffentlichen Rennstrecken, können wir einmal kurz machen. Gang reinlegen, einmal ziehen, dann seid ihr im ersten und jetzt sofort auf den zweiten Gang. Jetzt kommt ihr hier rein, macht eine halbe Umdrehung und gebt Gas. Übers Gas kommt das Heck jetzt ein bisschen und jetzt kann ich mit dem Gas, mit dem Heck das Auto hier quer nach oben gestalten. So, ich will da rechts rum, also lenke ich ein, gehe kurz vom Gas, nehme die Lenkung zurück, wieder Gas geben, Gas, 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 einfach noch nicht fangen, Lenkung zurück und wieder ins Gas. Gas, 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 lenken, kurz vom Zurückgehen und wieder ins Gas. Und dann komme ich hier hinten raus und
So we're now in the RS5 for drifting on the little track here, and yeah, let's see how this will go with all stability control off. So we're drifting now, let's see how this will go. So let's try again. It's quite difficult.
Lenk jetzt schon. So, weiter Gas. Lenke. Zu spät. Bist schon zu weit raus. Das funktioniert nicht. Nein, schon wieder zu spät.
As you can see, it's quite difficult. It needs not much and it already comes, yeah, too much angle. I still think they managed that really good in the car regarding this weight class. So yeah, it's pretty fun, but it's really technical, and you really have to. Yeah, it's really in the details of steering. Every percentage of the steering does matter here, and every percentage of the gas pedal does matter a lot on this car. So especially on this very slippery track.
So, event is now over. So we did now 4 parts of the events. We did some drifting, we did some little track experience, and we also did some slaloms and some stability tests. So I have to say it was a really cool event. It was truly something different because you had to push the limits of the car quite a lot. It was not easy, but it was definitely fun. And yeah, thank you Audi Switzerland for the invitation. Hope to see you next time soon.